Yo, what's up guys, it's Zach, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking another look at the Kikimora. This is more of like a long play sort of style video, you could say. I'm going to cut up obviously the boring bits, but this is just like a full roam from when I was like eating into nullsec. It was around the time when I actually made the Kikimora vid, so it's a little while ago now. I've had this footage just kicking around. But if you look in the top left there, we're actually in R10, which is like Horde headquarters, where you can see there's like 230 plus people in their system here, and I was actually lucky to get in. I'm not sure if I yeeted into here or I did a couple of jumps and made it in, but usually the gates are like camped on both sides and stuff, like inwards and outwards. So you can always get some good content if you come down here, and if you can, like, especially if you can manage to get through the gates, right? So you can see it's just messing around with this Ishtar right now. So the idea is, in systems like this, I like to sort of play like poke the bear. So we'll harass the Rattan ships or the miners or whatnot. See if we can get a little response fleet to come up and get a little skirmish. But yeah, the Sarasian chat there was like, bruh. But I did go back for his drone, right? Because Imperial Navy. And again, poking the bear. Alright guys, so we're jumping in on another Ishtar here. We went to a safe there, we did a bit scanning around and stuff, and we found this guy in here. So let's harass him. So it looked like he was actually nearly finished the site, and man, he was like 50k away, but still easily like within damage range of the Kikimora, like 38k base with the Mystics, pretty nice. So we started going for his drones like right away, because man, they hit like an absolute truck when they go, like. But he was he had a little bit of shield damage too, so I think most of the guys here are going to be shield tanked so they can get like the max amount of DPS out of the ship. And there come the drones, so we'll just start concentrating on those. I think we do get aligned here in a second, because again we need to be pretty cautious, and we're on a hull tank, so I don't want to take any like hull damage at all. And man, look at the shields going and the armor's gone. It's like, nope, see you later, buddy. So yeah, those Ishi drones like really fast, and obviously the track like mega well. And with those guys running like max DPS fits, pretty much, it's you've really got to watch, especially when you're flying like a small destroyer. So luckily we didn't take any hull damage, although I am overwrapping there like a nerd for some reason. So we go scanning around again, pinging a little Vexor there. A bit of a glitchy camera moment. So Vexor's, if you've watched the previous Kikimora vid, there's absolutely no issue for this thing. You see he's already prepping the Occult and just giving it a couple of settings, waiting for the Ancillary rep to go to get reloaded up there. So we'll just go all in on Vexor's, not a problem. It can just absolutely melt stuff. And here we'll go. So we've got pre-overheated. And obviously overheating is a bit of an issue in these ships now because it takes like so much paste. But if you look on the overview, which is an absolute mess by the way, I'm not sure why all these Retarus and everything were on there. We can't actually like go to them and get reps and stuff and dock up, so that's pretty nice, like a lot of free ports. But there's the Vexor, so make sure we get the Scram on first before we hit the web, just in case he's like pre-aligned. Well, not pre-aligned, but aligning out, so it'll make him warp quicker if we land the web first. A little bit of a tip there if you guys are newer to the PvP stuff. So yeah, you can see he just like absolutely gets decimated. Get the pod as well, I think, which is nice. A bit of pod go. So Vexor's, yeah, like it doesn't matter if the shield fit, armor fit, whatever. They just they die really quickly to the Kikimoras. So we're back on the scanning perch there, and a little Praxis has just popped up there. So I mean, in the upcoming patches, they're going to be the ones to watch actually with the new battleship changes. But right now we're going to warp in at range. We don't expect to like kill this guy like at all, unless he's an absolute noob. Normally I would have checked the pilot in chat or whatever, just to see like if he was old or new or whatnot, but in this case we didn't. So we're just, again, we're playing it a bit cautious, trying to poke the bear a little bit more, and we're gonna basically see what weapon systems he's using. I didn't notice at the time, but I've just looked there and he's actually got like sentry drones out. But I think the most bit of damage that comes in, you can see the sentries are still locked onto that rat there. But the missiles, man, absolutely insane. Those rapid heavies, they're just crazy application. So yeah, we can't really hang around there. But hopefully by this point, like, we'll be spammed all over the intel. And again, people will be trying to form or like camp the outgates and things, just to stop us getting away, right? We have got our course set to jitter just to give us an idea like how far it is away that we need to be to get back to a home base and stuff. But man, the hunt continues here. So there's another Ishtar coming on. Just going to hit a safe there rather than being out and just like some random place where someone can warp to us. And ooh, there's a lot of stuff on Nyx, Velator, Thrashers, Condors. So a lot of like the Condor and things in the Thrashers are really like good fights. I can pretty much control that fight there. And Condors and Thrashers not really known for the tank, and I can pretty much burst through them. There's another issue on scan there I'm seeing. Man, it's really weird like watching yourself like how you play. It's cool. And like these longer play ones. So you can see I'm looking for this cormorant here anyway. And we'll see what happens. And reloading the nanite as well, which I forgot to do on the way. Right, so there wasn't much kicking around there, so I decided to actually warp to the keep store just to have a look, see what's kicking on. There's normally like loads of stuff, and we can't actually take the opportunity to make a bookmark. So if you've never warped to like the Horde HQ keep store thing, it gets a bit crazy here. There's I think there was a Titan or two like sitting on the keep store. So yeah, there's lots of stuff. Bassies, Serbs, Ishtars, Arazus, like the whole lot. And obviously there's a big Titan sitting there right in the middle. So I'm warping out here, and because I'm scrolled down on my overview, like I don't see this malediction come really close. And I would have stayed for that fight, even though he's in warp range here, quite a lot of other stuff. So I decided to like just jump the Q tack gate, and the malediction's coming, which is good. So I'm ready for a fight here. I've got my Mystic loaded in case he burns, and then man, Ikitursa, right? And I'm like, ooh, he's 52k away and burning in. So, like, max range is like 54 with a Mystic on those things. And there's the Malediction coming in. So, feeling like I can kill this Malediction and get away. But, yeah, the Iki's, man, he's a tough ship to break. And you can see I'm taking like some big chunks here. So, we're pre-aligning to this Retaru already. There's the Malediction gone. And, yeah, we've overheated the point here. Overheated the Microwarpdrive, and we didn't get the overheated web cycle off, but it didn't really matter because I was pretty much expecting to die right now, but we're just waiting for the point to drop, and there it was. And we actually got away from the Iki. Man, like, I don't get PvP shakes like at all, but that was like a little bit of an exciting fight. You see we're down to like 10% structure or something like that. So yeah, that made it a little bit spicy there. So the ship's like all sorts of beat up here, and the good thing, like I was saying earlier, you can actually dock and warp to these citadels, so you can obviously get free repairs and everything. And I see local just filling up a tiny bit as well, just in the peripheral vision there. So yeah, we're going to use this opportunity to get wrapped up, which is really nice, and do some more scouting. So we're still one jump away from the Horde HQ, but yeah, there's more people coming in. That Ikitursa is still kicking around, and again we'll be like all over intel. So we'd really want to like just get a good fight here and then like die and go back to Jitta and do it all over again. So spent a few more seconds scanning around the place and moving, because you know we don't want to be sitting still even though we're on a citadel. So I've tracked down another Vexor. I know it's not really elite PvP or anything, but yeah, we'll take what we can get when we're flying the Kikimora. So it's overheat the Microwarpdrive. We'll actually switch to Mystic just to land some damage on the way in, since we've got like such a massive range, right? And again, just ramming Vexors, sort of like going in for his alignment there. And just spamming approach, double clicking back because that slows you down much quicker. And yeah, pretty much GG by this point. I've still got Mystic loaded like a bit of a nerd here. I should have switched to Occult, even though the damage is a bit like... I would already ramped up on the Mystic, I should say, and I should have switched to Occult. Anyway, because the DPS is pretty high as it goes, and it ramps up a little bit quicker. But man, I was fat fingering here for some reason. I've got no idea what I was doing. I think I was overheating, so repairing, so I couldn't like overheat that mod or something. But yeah, that was a bit of a mistake on my part. This Vexor should have been like dead like way quicker. And you can see he's actually got some DPS on us, and that combined with the drone DPS, well, of the NPC drones. Yeah, that wasn't a good time. That was a really sloppy fight on my part. Right, so I ended up going back to that Retaru again to get repaired, and the Malediction actually descanned us down there. So I'm like prepared for a fight here. I warped to the sun just so he knows where we're going. And yeah, a little bit of a lesson learned here as well. So I'm already pre-aligned out because I know like that he's got a gang coming for him if he's coming in for a solo tackle. So yeah, we're just aligned to the gate, and man, I wish I just rammed this guy, because he actually, when we started firing, and you can see how much damage he starts taking, he comes in for the point, maybe a quick scram, but he misses that. And then he's just like, GG, I'm out. And I wish I'd, again, just rammed him. I think I could have killed him like way before all the rest of the stuff starts landing. I think it's just like a Jag and a Wolf starts coming in. But yeah, we're still holding here just to see. Yeah, there's the Jag and the Wolf. I pretty much thought it was. That's a bit of a tough fight there. The Ram Jag's obviously just going to tank for days, and the Wolf can do like a substantial amount of damage if he's artifit. He'll just burst through the reps like no problem. But yeah, again, I wish I just went for the kill. I probably would have been able to secure that no problem. So I think this is pretty much GG. Warping back into Horde HQ here. And, oh, just linking the fit for one of the boys in chat there. So yeah, we'll take a couple of seconds. If you want to join my public chat at Zaq's Pub, the Corp Team Barbecue is actually recruiting right now if you want to jump into there. And, oh man. That bubble just came just a tiny little bit too late. But yeah, there's definitely stuff like this to be had, like fights on the gates and things. And what we've got here, we've got a Caries, a Gnosis, and a Slasher. So I thought these guys were just going to like come straight for us. So I thought, well, I'll try the Slasher because I'm going to get damped by the Caries pretty much. If he's fit like for that role, like for what he is, he might just be like long scram or whatnot. But they just start holding on the gate here. I mean, they're just sitting at 0, right? The Slasher's just like no fucks given. And the Stiletto comes in, he warps, so I'm like circling back in. I mean, the Slasher guy would have jumped straight away, but there's the Malediction turn up again. This Malediction guy was pretty cool. And it's pretty much... Did I get locked up here? Yeah, there's a Loki on grid there. I didn't see him because I was focusing on the Malediction. So at this point, it's pretty much like GG. And I was actually just like 10 kilometers short. If I'd just held back a little bit, like the Caries and the Slasher would have been on like range. And I probably would have been able to kill them. But this Cormorant starts coming in, and instead of overheating the gun, like I fat finger and switched the gun off. So yeah, I mean, I don't think we would have been able to kill the Corm anyway, but it was a good fight. Good little skirmish there. A few mistakes that were picked up on, which we can like take note of for next time. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you next time.